Good evening and welcome to the final edition of Primetime News this week. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Selima Shumwefeleni Masipa and I'll be your anchor for tonight. Tonight's top story: in a surprising move, SWAPO lawmaker Jerry Ekanjo presented a private member's bill in Parliament on Thursday, directly opposing the recent Supreme Court decision regarding same-sex marriage. Ekanjo argues that the Supreme Court failed to consider Article 14 of the Namibian Constitution, which emphasizes that marriage should only occur between consenting adult men and women without any discrimination based on race, color, ethnicity, nationality, religion, creed, or social or economic status. Let's have a listen.
This bill calls on our conscience to understand and appreciate that there exists no dignity in the act, neither promotion of satanic behavior, nor does dignity exist at the expense of suppressing our morals. Morals are the unshakable fabrics of our identity and unity, which any state organ should never ignore, neither compromise under the pretext of fancy definitions of dignity. Honorable members, as we debate this bill, we must call our subconscious not to betray our nation. Any human being, including us in this august house, knows that a sex organ for a male is a penis and a sex organ for a female is a vagina. Therefore, any human being who thinks an anus is a sex organ is a candidate for psychiatric evaluation and offer himself or herself for withdrawal from the community space. In addition, we must understand that the science states that positive repel so to negative and negatives. Therefore, the science of biology dictates that penis to penis shall repel and vagina to vagina shall repel.
In an urgent plea, Garcia Lachute, the deputy head of the European Union delegation, has urged the Namibian government to take decisive action in tackling the grave issues of poaching and illegal resource harvesting. Lachute emphasizes the need for stringent measures to be enforced in order to safeguard the country's natural resources and combat these criminal activities. Let's hear more about this pressing matter.
Namibia needs a carefully planned and implemented strategy on resources extraction that would also ensure maximizing local value addition instead of simply exporting raw materials, which is what unfortunately we witness across sectors. The recently signed EU-Namibia Memorandum of Understanding on critical raw material value chains and renewable hydrogen is designed specifically in this direction, to address this issue. I would also like to conclude by pleading with all of us to become more ecologically mindful towards the care of Namibia's diverse natural resources. Among others, Namibia has made commitments to the Rio Convention and is among the first ones to have ratified the Paris Agreement. In order to meet the commitments made under those agreements, targeted interventions are needed, and the EU remains ready and committed to work hand in hand with Namibia.
In a recent development, Petrus Sharma has been selected as the new Chief Electoral and Referenda Officer of the Electoral Commission of Namibia. Sharma will be assuming the role previously held by Theo Muyoro, who served as the Commission's Chief Electoral and Referenda Officer since September 2019. Effective from 1st September 2023, Sharma's appointment is set for a 5-year term. The Electoral Commission, in a statement released today, disclosed the selection process involved a rigorous recruitment procedure during which Sharma demonstrated the necessary qualifications and suitability for the position. Prior to this appointment, Sharma served as the Director of Operations at the Electoral Commission, accumulating over a decade of experience in electoral management. Shifting focus to conflict in the DRC, as armed militias persist in capturing significant territories within the volatile eastern region of the Democratic Republic of Congo. President Felix Tshisekedi has expressed his intention to engage in security negotiations with South Africa. During a joint press conference in Kinshasa, President Tshisekedi and his South African counterpart, President Cyril Ramaphosa, discussed the potential formation of a mutual defense pact as part of the agreement. Let's delve deeper into this significant development in the conflict-ridden Democratic Republic of Congo.
As President Tshisekedi says, on the issue of security, South Africa has been heavily invested and heavily present in the DRC on the eastern side, and we are also going to strengthen that relationship by having a bilateral agreement on security and defense. Through this BNC, we have now recommitted ourselves to reviving the Grand Inga project. I spoke about it in Europe a few days ago and called upon the world, particularly the financing institutions, to help fund this mega project. This we see as a continental project because the power that will be generated from the Grand Inga is going to supply energy and electricity to many countries around the DRC. South Africa certainly is going to benefit, and so will a number of other countries.
Stay tuned for the business segment. Welcome to Primetime Biz. In light of the recent 9.9% tariff adjustment on electricity by Erongo Red, pensioners are encouraged to re-register to ensure their continued access to subsidized tariffs. By re-registering, pensioners can ensure they remain eligible for the subsidized tariffs provided by Erongo Red.
Erongo Red Acting Chief Executive Officer Nico Niemann at a media conference in Walvis Bay on Thursday noted that the re-registration by pensioners will also mitigate the risk of misuse of the scheme by those who are not supposed to be on the pensioners' tariff. In May 2023, the Electricity Control Board announced Nampower's average tariff increase for $1.82 to $2.12 per kilowatt hour for the 2023 to 2024 financial year, which constitutes a weighted average increase of 8.97%. However, the actual impact to Erongo Red is 9.9%. He further reiterated that although the approved weighted tariff is 9.9%, the impact on customers will vary depending on the individual consumer consumption patterns and the type of connection. emphasizing that for every unit sold, about 70% goes to Nampower, while Orongo Red uses the remaining 30% for its operations. With regard to the statutory levies, the Electrical Control Board levy will remain unchanged for the period of 12 months starting on the 1st of July 2023.
In a positive development for education, Headspring Investments has committed 1.8 million Namibian dollars towards the construction of a school hall and a fully equipped kitchen at Nosanabos Primary School in the Omaheke region. This investment includes an additional 405,000 Namibian dollars dedicated to supporting the school's feeding scheme, ensuring students have access to proper nutrition. Let's delve deeper into the impact this investment will have on the students and staff at Nosanabos Primary School.
In an interview on Thursday, Uranium One Deputy Director for Strategic Communications and Reputation Management, Ryan van Rooyen, told Nampa the firm has spent over 3.8 million Namibian dollars on corporate social responsibilities to date. He stated that for years, the school used a corrugated shanty to make meals for its learners, but it had collapsed and was no longer fit to prepare food in a clean and healthy environment. He further stated that they are looking at social upliftment in the Leonardville community with the goal of addressing the people's actual and real needs. They were able to recognize the need and assist with this initiative through talking with the community people. Construction started 2 weeks and will be completed by the end of September 2023. Reporting for Primetime News, Diana Kauta.
Now let's redirect our attention to the comprehensive nationwide weather forecast for tomorrow. Welcome to Sport Planet, your ultimate destination for the most up-to-date coverage of all the thrilling sporting action. In the world of boxing, Namibian catch-weight boxer Hedison Bulelo Ngipondoka has made a bold declaration vowing to knock out his opponent Usko Rehabiam during AC Boxing Academy's highly anticipated inaugural boxing event of the year scheduled for Saturday. Ngipondoka shared his determination during a press conference held in the capital on Thursday, where the Rising Stars boxing event was announced. The event is set to take place at the Nampower Convention Center in Windhoek. In response, Rehabiam confidently asserted that he was born ready for the challenge and dismissed Ngipondoka's ability to defeat him. Rehabiam stated that his opponent has never achieved a knockout victory throughout his boxing career, suggesting that he remains unfazed by Ngipondoka's boastful claims. On to the high-octane world of Formula One. Max Verstappen outpaced his teammate Sergio Perez as the Red Bull pair scored a predictable 1-2 in today's opening practice for this weekend's British Grand Prix. The defending double world champion and runaway series leader, seeking his first win at Silverstone since 2020, clocked a best lap in 1 minute and 28.600 seconds to beat the Mexican by 4/10. It was a typically dominant performance from the champion team as they seek this weekend a record-equaling 11th consecutive race victory to draw level with McLaren's 1988 achievement. Your sports roundup is up next. We've come to the conclusion of tonight's news broadcast. As we wrap up, we want to express our sincere appreciation for your unwavering support and loyalty to our news channel. I, Salima Shumwefeleni Masipa, along with our hardworking creative team, extend our gratitude for your continued viewership. Until next week, we bid you good night.